It's always the young white male with the mental disorder who's the patsy guy. Interesting. This whole thing is going to absolutely blow up and have something to do with the October surprise. You know it. They tried to take him out. Anyways. Alright. SPX. Today, we did not hit the lows and we did not hit the highs. What did happen was I had wanted to go up, reject, and then sell, but in true fashion, we gapped down. Some could argue it was Trump's comments about Taiwan or ASML. I think it was a combination of everything, but that's just tech. All right. I think JD Vance is going to be very bullish for tech. So now we're here on the 1 hour 9. We're already bouncing it here a little bit. Do I expect us to go all the way up tomorrow and fill the gap? No, because you got the 1 hour, you got weekly levels, you have 21, and you got the trend line. But again, JPM didn't sell. It was 1.5 green on Jamie being treasury, right? I was riding KRE, what an absolute ripper, and then I was scalping it. That was beautiful. As far as SPY, I can already see here on ES and NQ we got higher sell orders, but we have a QQQ ghost candle up to here. Now this is very crucial. If we gap over this line, we can go higher. If we open right on it, watch for gap fill below, and here's that ghost candle. Obviously you have major QQQ flow. I chose to, I hope TSM is good, but I reduced risk. I went with SPY, heavy in the money, trying to get something out of there. I did a great job of not getting nuked today, which I'm really happy about. So you have this ghost candle, right? You also have a bigger ghost candle by Dom on SPY. You have one on TSM, way higher. I really hope it goes. I'm not in it. But you have a ghost candle by Dom going all the way to... Hold on. Where is it? We have a ghost candle all the way to 565. So this gap will fill. Our job is to see, do we go and fill the 552 candle first, meaning we come up, gap rejects either on QQQ or whatever, and we go all the way down to fill this ghost candle that we have here. The interesting thing with that one is it is now where the daily 21 is. Convenient, huh? Once we get down here, I'm buying a week out calls because it's like guaranteed money. My question is now, do we bounce over this line here, regain the 9 and go close the gap, or do we reject here and go there first? Either way, we're gonna get a nice bounce. And I have to say, it's important to note that Trump's speech tomorrow night can change a lot of things. It's gonna be the most televised, most watched, most recorded speech of all time. If we find ourselves down here in the core PCE, I will of course take the calls. Why? Because last time we touched the daily 21 was in May. We haven't touched it since then. Okay. Would I be surprised if we go and try this gap close by Friday? No, and leave it hanging with a double top, come down Monday, Tuesday in grand fashion. Some crazy shit happens over the weekend and then we'll rip back up on PCE? No. So I'm kind of looking for a bounce here, and I'll be playing it. I was in NVIDIA longs, but I sold green. Obviously it's going nicely after hours. That's okay. I'm very heavy in SPY, so hopefully, but still 90% cash per usual. DJT should move tomorrow. This is a possible IV flush tomorrow on Alcoa. AA had beat earnings, but was a big IV flush. came down really hard today, might bounce or continue tomorrow. And then we got Netflix, Discover Card up as well, and I think UAL might be a sometimes when these airlines are flat, right, and it looks like it was flat, yeah, it'll sell and then start chugging up. So keep an eye on UAL for a possible all the way back up here, right? Hood, I mean, I'm swinging still. I bought the bottom here. I want it to at least tap high a day again. I mean, there's 25s. Look at SoFi. I mean, I took half here. We're back up here with the rest of the half. Looks really strong. UPST, I sold half of my UPST here just to reduce risk. Still love the play. Microsoft, nice chug off of bottom today. That gives me some hope for QQQ and tech. And Apple closed under the daily 9, but still relatively a-okay. It was the chips that shut the bed. We'll see what TSM reports in the middle of the night. Okay. When in doubt, I have to go with what the 10-year yield is telling me, which is telling me that we are under 2 party lines and we are going to go lower, or the market hasn't reacted to this dump yet. Bitcoin daily 89, still bull flagging. Question is, does this come down here for a bounce right about here on Monday and then continue higher? Probably. So if we're up tomorrow, Bitcoin is kind of leading here. There's a good chance that this does 2 cups if it continues, 2 scoops and then comes down, but it will have to revisit 60 here very time soon before its next leg up. Dixie dumped 2, didn't help us. It did help Dow stocks. I mean, I was riding Home Depot, as you know, today several times. The Dow loves Trump, and it's just ripping, and it has for days. And Dow goes first, then QQQ follows, and then comes SPY. That's usually how they work in tandem, or whatever the expression is for 3. One thing that surprised me a lot is usually on like absolute horrible sell days, you'll have the red line going straight across here. That was not the case today on SPY. Kind of on NVIDIA, but we need to update this. It has everything to do. I mean, they're pumping the Dow while they're selling tech, so you can clearly see that, right? And that's what we're playing with. Market tide looks like that. We have some large dark pool here at low a day into close. That's why we're up a little after hours. This is the final GIX, right? So we're clearly showing that if we gap up, if we hold there, we're going there. If we come up and reject, we're probably going all the way down to that 552 and then back up. So let's keep an eye on it. Clean spread. That first hour, boys and ladies, was absolute fire. I mean, all of these ran hard. Coinbase, everything. Scales on Coinbase at the close still in the 47.5s. I don't know if the NAMO has updated yet. This is yesterday's reading. If it hasn't, I will post it later in the chat. But basically, if we don't get any, I say they killed that RSI a lot. So Larry Williams is in rule. If we hold tomorrow, we should rip on Friday, guys. Trump is probably going to be the catalyst, meaning if we don't get follow through sell tomorrow, this is a fake breakdown, and we will go and at least close the gap in the next coming days. Big picture, listen to me very carefully. This is a rule I've made up. Call it the moon train rule, whatever. When you have an all-time high pre or after hours, pre-market or after hours, and it does not print within the next few days, it takes about a week and a half, but it goes back there. And that is from last week's Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, next week, whether it's PC or before, we're going back up here. Okay? So there's a good chance here soon to load in the money and just sit on hands. Okay, guys? With that said, today was a crazy day. Did great. All things considering. Tomorrow we're right again. Thank you very much.
200% on the right. Boom. Keep going. We're turning the moon, baby.
$776 billion. Couple contracts, the old contracts on that. $76 billion